Like, I'm just so excited, like, you just don't understand.
Oh, baby, nah, that ain't gonna work.
Hey everybody, my name is Asia and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my birthday book haul. So I was going to do an unboxing for this, but I actually am very impatient and we already knew this. And so I was going to do an unboxing vlog where like I unbox all of the packages that come so you guys get to at least the excitement of me unboxing it. But I decided not to do that because I was starting to look crusty in every clip and I was just not feeling it.
Tyra is unique. I can see that. Nerve. She had the nerve to wear those ugly ass shoes. I give that to her. Charisma. I don't see any.
So we're just going to do a normal unboxing, and I got a ton of books for my birthday, so thank you, really thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who sent me a book. I appreciate you guys so much, but all of these people I've reached out to individually to say thank you, but overall just thank you in general to anybody who sent me a book. It means a lot that you guys would even think about me, and you made this birthday so much more special because I just, like, it felt so nice to have so many people just even wish me happy birthday. Like, even if you just did that, I appreciate you so much because it just really means a lot to me to know that people are thinking about me. And so I wanted some sort of organization to this video just for my mind. So I divided this into people who got me single books, just like one, and then people who got me multiple books. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, not being able to explain things. So first I'm going to do a stack of books where I only got one book from one person, and then I'm going to move into a stack where I got multiple books from a single person. Like I got 2, 3, 4 books from one person. Hopefully that makes sense. And these are definitely not in the order that I got them because my dad messed up my stack, but it's okay. So the first book, this was actually the first book that I did receive, and that is Monstrous Volume 1. And I actually got this from Nessa, from Books with Nessa, and I'll have everybody who sent me a book linked down below. Oh, I got this from my friend Nessa, and her channel's Books with Nessa, and she just said happy birthday on her note. And I'm actually really excited for this graphic novel just because I know my friend Bree from In Love and Words, she's been talking about this a lot lately because she recently read it and she absolutely loved it, and the art in this is stunning. I'm trying to get it without a glare. You can just see even this cat has like so much detail in it, and it's honestly just stunning. And this is like super dark fantasy, and I want it. I just want it, and she got it for me. And so thank you so much, Nessa, for sending this to me because I'm really excited to get to this. The next book didn't come with a note, and I think it's because it was sent by a third-party seller, not by Amazon, and that is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. It's a little bit beat up because it did come from a third-party seller and not from Amazon, but Amazon sent me some messed up books before and I had to send them back. But this was actually given to me by Savannah from Riveting Reads, and we're just recently became friends, but I really appreciate that she sent me a book. I've never read a Gillian Flynn before, but she's basically like a classic in the thriller genre. Everybody loves her and reads her, and I'm pretty sure I had Gone Girl somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Like, I don't have it. I don't know where it went, but I had Gone Girl. But now I'm really excited to get to this, especially because I heard the TV show for this is really good and it's on Hulu, and I've definitely been interested in watching it, but I want to read the book first as usual, as us bookworms do. I'm not going to go too into depth with these books, obviously, because I have a lot of them. And so I know this is about a woman who recently just got out of a psych hospital, and she's sent to cover the murder of these 2 preteen girls in her hometown, and like she works for a newspaper, so that's why she's sent to cover it. And yeah, that sounds so interesting, and I'm definitely really excited to get to this. The next book that I got was Legendborn by Tracy Dion, and I'm super excited for this book. This was sent to me by Crystal from Crystal's Visions, and she said, happy birthday, Deja. You are amazing and wonderful, and I just love you. Hopefully your day is as special as you. Love, Crystal. And I love Crystal so much. She's so great. Her channel is amazing if you like horror and thriller. She brings such positive energy. I know this is kind of about a secret society on the UNC Chapel Hill campus, and our main character is a teenager who goes there for like a summer program. I've heard really good things about this, and I know there's like a love triangle, but what really makes me excited, one, because Dark Academia, secret society, but two, that this does take place at the UNC Chapel Hill campus because I'm actually applying there for college. I live super close to that campus, and so it just kind of makes it feel more like realistic because like I know that place, like I've even been there. Like, it just seems like so realistic, and like I just love that because there's not as many books set in North Carolina as you would probably think. There's definitely some, but not a ton. So again, thank you, Crystal, so much for this book. The next book that I got is Carrie by Stephen King, so my Stephen King collection is growing. I now actually have 6 of his books, but 8 copies because 2 of them I have 2 copies of. I know. It's bad.
Stop it. Get some help.
let's not talk about it. But this is actually from Rain from Breeze and Minds, and she said, happy 18th birthday, Deja. I'm so thankful to have you as a friend. And I love Rain. Rain literally invites me to like every single thing ever, and she's literally the sweetest human on the entire earth. Like, I just love her, and she's so precious. And if you guys do not subscribe to her, please go do, because she is just, not me hitting my nose, she is just amazing. So yeah, I started actually reading this book for a secret TBR that I still do want to finish because I was doing it in October, and then I got into a reading slump and I stopped reading. I do really want to continue on with this, and we all know Carrie, the movie with the infamous blood prom scene. So it's kind of about this girl who's ostracized at her high school, and then she discovers that she has powers and decides to take revenge on the people that bully her. And yeah, this was actually Stephen King's first published novel, and I'm really excited to continue and hopefully finish it. And it's actually mixed media with like news articles, and I really enjoyed that aspect when I was reading it. The next book that I got was The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel, and this is another thriller. And so this is actually from Carol Marie Books, and she said, happy birthday, looking forward to more live shows and getting to know you. So Carol and I are more like recent friends as well, but she is so lovely, and I loved the live show that I was in with her, so I'm really excited to be in more. I'm really excited to get into this. All I know about this is that it's a thriller with like cult vibes, or like a cult in it. My friend Jacqueline really loved this book, so hopefully I will love it too. This next book just makes me happy looking at it, even though I'm so intimidated by it, and the person who sent it to me is just so amazing, and that is The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winters. Obviously this is being hyped, especially from Monet from Life as Monet, and also Aaron from Booked and Busy. They literally did a whole read along for this book and even had the author come on, and so she's thick, okay? She is an adult fantasy thick boy, and I don't even know what this is about. I just know that the main character is extremely murderous, and I'm here for it.
Hey girl, I just wanted to let you girls know that I'm a real messy bitch. I'm a messy bitch who lives for drama.
The person who got this for me, Justice from Aries Library, she said, happy birthday, Deja. You seriously are so funny and always brighten my day anytime we talk. I hope you have a fantastic birthday and enjoy reading about my murderous psychopath baby Tao. And I think that's how you say it, Tao. But like, I love Justice so much. We've recently become like really good friends. We're actually doing a 24-hour readathon together that I mentioned in my TBR video, but she is amazing, and she's always there for me. If I need to rant, she's there. You guys definitely need to go watch her channel. She has such good content. Everybody in this video, you need to subscribe because they're all lovely humans with amazing content. So the next book that I got was The Black Veins, which I heard about on Joel's channel from Fictional Fates. That's his channel. And I got this from Kristen, and she said, happy 18th birthday, Danish, because we're in this group chat and we all have food names. Mine's Danish. She goes by Crispy because of Krispy Kreme. So she said, happy 18th birthday, Danish. I'm so happy we connected early on in our booktube careers. I love you so much, you crazy girl. I've heard good things about The Black Veins, so I hope you love it. So I didn't really remember what this is about until I read the back of it when I got it, but this is about this girl who is one of like the 7 guardians, and they can literally cause the apocalypse with like a snap of their fingers. But our main character, she like just likes making lattes in her family's coffee house, and so she doesn't really do anything with it, but then her family gets kidnapped or something, and so then she needs to use her powers to get them back. And so it's like this big adventure, and I'm really excited because I haven't heard too much about this besides from Joel, so I feel like it could be like a nice like hidden gem book to recommend. The next book that I got was actually Horrid by Katrina Leno, and I've not read a Katrina Leno book, but I've heard extremely good things about her books, and I've heard pretty good things about this so far, but not too many people have actually read it since it's a recent release. And I believe this is her first book that's true horror. I know she's written some contemporary as well, and Sydney from Sid Bookworm got this for me. I love everybody who got me books, but I really do love Sydney a lot, and I actually lost the note for this, but it's okay because Sydney was extra and got me wrapping. She's the only person that got me wrapping, but it comes with the little tag on it that has the note, and so she said, happy birthday, ho, I love you so much, and I'm so glad our paths have crossed on this little corner of the internet, from Sid. And I just love Sydney so much. She is amazing, and her content is perfection. I'm gonna literally say that about everybody because I love everybody in this, and their content is all amazing, as I've already said a billion times. But yeah, I'm just really excited to get to this book, and she also got it for her birthday because our birthdays are only 2 days apart, so maybe we'll actually buddy read this, and that'll be really nice. The next book that I got was actually Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. And I actually got this from Jacqueline Wheeler, and she said happy 18th birthday. I read one other book by Tiffany D. Jackson and loved it, so I was so happy to see this one on your list. I hope it's just as good. I hope you have a great day. And Jacqueline has been really so amazing to me. She did that video where she read my favorites, which really meant a lot to me, and she did it just in time for my birthday and everything. It was so sweet, and that's really what boosted me over 1K. And she kind of is what also boosted my channel in the beginning because I was on Read with Friends, ones, but I love Jacqueline, and I actually have been really meaning to read Tiffany D. Jackson. I actually own Monday's Not Coming. It's right here, so I own 2 of her books already. So I'm thinking of starting this series in 2021 called like Author Try or something like that, where I try like 3 books from an author, even if I've read them before. If I've only read like 1 book from them, not somebody that I've read a ton from.
I hate it here!
So I haven't read any Tiffany D. Jackson, and I know the book that Jacqueline read that she really liked was Allegedly, so maybe I'll read these 2 and Allegedly and do like a little author try for Tiffany D. Jackson. You guys don't even know how many really exciting things I have planned for 2021. Like, I'm so excited for like some of the content ideas that I have, and I just am thrilled for 2021. I'm not saying that I think it's going to be a better year. I'm just saying I'm excited for what I'm going to be doing on booktube in 2021. And my second semester isn't as heavy. The classes are a little bit easier. Right now I'm taking 3 AP classes. Next semester I'll only be taking 1. So that's like a really big difference. And I also won't be applying to college applications for most of it. Like, I've been working on college applications almost this whole semester, and I need to get them all in by about February, so I'm going to be really working on them towards the end of December, early January. After January, I'm hoping to have all of them done, and then I'll be free.
Thank you, Jesus!
And I won't have to worry about that. I'll have a lighter workload, and I can just make content and read. So the next book that I got is actually from a friend of mine who's not on booktube, and that is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. And I've been meaning to read a Stephen Graham Jones, and I want to read his other book, like the Mannequin one. I forget what it's called, but I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I know it's the Literally Dead book club book for November, and so I'm really excited to see like just at least what their ratings are and see if they enjoyed it. But this is a horror that has Native American elements because Stephen Graham Jones is Native American himself. We love a good own voices representation. And so yeah, this is given to me by a friend in my personal life, and so thank you to them. So the next person was extremely generous and sent me 5 books, and that is Nicole from Who Picked This Book, if you couldn't guess that. Nicole is one of the most generous people I've ever met in my entire life. She is always there for me. I literally talk to her almost every single day. She is one of my favorite people on this earth. Like, I just love her as a friend, as a person. She's just amazing, and she really inspires me to read more romance all the time and get more involved in the romance community. She sent me 3 books off of my wish list, and actually all 3 of those are books that I put on there because of her. So the first one is A Heart of Blood and Ashes, and I know this is some sort of like actual like fantasy world. Kind of gives me like Game of Thrones vibes, but it's a fantasy romance, so it's not just like straight fantasy. And she really loved this book, so I put it on my wish list because of her. And then she has a book club where she reads a book every single week, and they have a live show for it every Wednesday. And so they've been reading all books by Julianne Lindsay, who writes under 4 different pen names. She writes under Julianne Lindsay, Julie Chase, Jacqueline Frost, and Bree Baker. I read the Kitty Couture series, which is under Julie Chase, and she also writes suspense romances. I tried one of those and they weren't my favorite, but she writes mostly cozy mysteries, and that's what the Kitty Couture mystery series is. And so I know Nicole really likes this one, so I put it on my wish list, and she got it for me, and that is Apple Cider Slang, which is the first book in the A Cider Shop mystery series, and this one's under Julianne Lindsay. And so this one's kind of like a Christmassy one, and this one's actually going to be in a secret TBR coming up this month. So if you watch this and you watch my TBR, you guys already know 2 of the books in that secret TBR, so you guys could probably guess the theme. It's really not hard. But yeah, I'm super excited to get to this because Julianne Lindsay does cozy mysteries so well, and I feel like this one's like kind of perfect for this time of year. Obviously it's like Christmassy, and I'm not a big fan of Christmassy books, but I read like kind of like YA like romances or whatever, and I didn't really like them. I read What Like by Jay Asher and Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, and they're pretty like mediocre in my opinion. So I'm really excited to try more kind of holiday books in different genres and see if I like them more like a cozy mystery. And so the next book was one that was also on my wish list, and it's No Good Tea Goes Unpunished, and this one is under Bree Baker, so it's also by Julianne Lindsay. It's one of her different cozy mystery series. It's a seaside cafe mystery, and so this is like Nicole's favorite Julianne Lindsay books, I'm pretty sure, is this series. And so she got me actually Live and Let Chai a while ago, probably like September or October. She got me this book, and so then I put this book on my wish list, so then that way if anybody bought it, then I would be able to have, you know, both books, so then I could just binge read it. And so she got me that, which was on my wish list, but then she decided to be extra and get me the other 2 in the series. She just asked for my address and sent them to me because they weren't on my wish list, but she got me the other 2, and so I'm really excited to just like binge the whole series. Obviously you can see that they're very like summery, and I'm just not in the mood for that right now, but this one is Christmassy, but I'm going to read them in order. And I know this takes place on an island off the coast of North Carolina, and I live in North Carolina, Carolina, so that's really fun that I'll kind of know a little bit more because I've been to the North Carolina beach a good number of times. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to these because Julian Lindsay is a queen, a goddess. We love her, we stan her.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before.
And obviously Nicole is also a queen, a goddess. We love her, we stan her, and she got me so many books. She definitely did not have to be this generous, but I love her so much, and she knows how much I appreciate her getting me all these books. So these next 3 books were actually given to me by my friend Caleb, and he does not have a booktube channel at all. He does not read, or actually he bought books too, but he doesn't read like this. He just reads like occasionally, mostly poetry, and he is one of my best friends in this whole world. He got me these 3 books because we went to Target together. They had like a buy 2 get 1 free, and so I was like, yeah, let me get some books. And so I picked up 3 and he snatched them out of my hands. It was like, this is gonna be your birthday present for me. Thank you, Caleb, even though he's not gonna be watching this because he doesn't even know my book channel name. A lot of people in my life don't know my booktube channel name, just because, I don't know, I like to kind of keep them separate. My sister watches my videos, I think, and sometimes watches my live shows. First book that I got is In a Dark Woods by Ruth Ware, and so I really want to try out a lot more Ruth Ware. I read The Turn of the Key and I saw the potential, but the end twist just didn't do it for me, so I got this one. And I also have The Death of Mrs. Westaway. This is her first one and I haven't heard too much about this. Oh, and I also have One by One, which is her newest one, so maybe I'll actually do another author try for her as well, just like I want to do with Tiffany D. Jackson, since I've only read 1 of her books and I have 3 more that I physically own and could read for her. I also got 5 Total Strangers, which this book I think recently came out, or I'm not really sure, but I haven't heard anything about this until very recently, and I think I only heard 1 or 2 people talk about it. But this gives me very like No Exit vibes. It's a thriller, and she's in this car with like 4 other people, I think, and she realizes that they're all strangers and they all kind of have their own motives and things like that. There's probably going to be some death or something dangerous going on with these strangers, and they're probably going to hurt her / scare her. And the last book that I got has a stunning cover, and that is Fable by Adrienne Young. I really wanted to pick this up, not because it's something that necessarily interests me, but the cover is stunning. It's a YA fantasy, but my friend Brie from In Love and Words, she loves this book, and I believe it's actually her favorite book of the year. I know this is like kind of like at sea or like with pirates or something. I did really enjoy the Daughter of the Pirate King duology, so hopefully I'll like this one out as well because it kind of gives me similar vibes. So these next 3 books were given to me by one of my first booktube friends. I think she's actually my first because I reached out to her before I even started my channel, like probably like a week or 2 before I started my channel, and that is Molly from Mind of Molly, and she got me 3 books as well because she's literally like the sugar daddy of the group chat. To be honest, she gets us all so many books, and I think only technically 1 of these is my birthday gift, and the other 2 she just got me because she's the nicest human. But the first book that she got me is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. She knew that I love this book. I put it on my wish list because I read it as an ebook and an audiobook, but I didn't have a physical copy, so I literally have it in every format. I have it as an ebook, an audiobook, and a physical book, but I needed to have a physical copy because I would honestly literally die if I didn't have a physical copy. Like, I would literally just perish. Like,
I hate myself. Oh, I hate myself.
it's just so beautiful, and Poppy and Hog are just everything to me. She recently read this and pulled an all-nighter just to finish this because it's that good. And so yeah, thank you so much to Molly for getting this to me because I needed a physical copy of this book. Like, I actually needed one.
Talk. Shut up, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
This next book that she got me was The Chalk Man by CJ Tudor, and I love this cover. This is the UK cover. This wasn't on my wish list, so she shipped it for me from Book Depository, I believe. That's why it's the UK cover. But I read The Other People by CJ Tudor earlier this year, and I wasn't a big fan of it. It's probably going to be on like my most disappointing books list of the year. And CJ Tudor is one of her favorite authors, so she wanted to get me this book because she really liked this book, and this book got her into CJ Tudor. I just love this cover so much, and I don't know what it's about. It says like, none of us ever agreed on the exact beginning. Was it when we started drawing the chalk figures, or when they started to appear on their own? Was it the terrible accident, or when they found the first body? And I'm really excited. And like, look at the spine. Like, it doesn't even have words. It just has like these little chalk people, and on the end pages too, it's just like these little chalk people. It's really such a stunning book, and I really hope I like it so I can get on this CJ Tudor train. And so the last book she got me, she actually sent a note with, and so I believe this one is supposed to be like my actual like birthday present, let me do my quotations. And so that one is Black Girl Unlimited by Echo Brown, and I'm really excited to get to this because I've heard nothing but amazing things. This is kind of like a magical realism book that has to do with a lot of different heavy topics. She said, happy 18th birthday, Danish. Hope you have the most amazing day. Love you so much, from Molly. I love Molly so much. She's just amazing. And so this book does say that it explores the intersections of poverty, sexual violence, depression, racism, and sexism in like a magical realism way. And I am so excited because I know it's gonna hit, and I know the audio for this is also on Scribd. If you have Scribd, then you should pick this up. We're almost to the end, I promise. And so the next 3 books were actually given to me by Charles from Books on Stereo. I love him. He was also one of my first friends on BookTube. We love to fight about Sarah J Maas because I'm a stan. He's a hater. It's okay.
It's real sunny up here, but I do like a little bit of shade.
Don't be throwing no shade, sir.
Shade, shade, shade.
But I do love him. He's so nice and gets so many people books, and he reads a ton. He has read like probably 600 books this year, or even more. I'm not even sure at this point. It's too much to keep track of. So if you want like really quick short videos that are packed full of content, he has really good recommendations because he's read so many books. Make sure to go check out his channel because he's amazing. And the first book that he got me was Radio Silence by Alice Oseman, and I put this on my wish list just because I've heard really good things about it, and I know a lot of people this is like their favorite book. I believe this is kind of like a darker contemporary, and I know the main character has like a podcast or something like that. And so I'm really excited to get to this because it seems like it's going to be really hard hitting. And he just said, enjoy your gift, happy B-Day, from Charles. The next book that he got me was Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. This is a literary fiction, and I'm not the biggest literary fiction fan. I don't really tend to like it that much. I would consider The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo literary fiction, like historical literary fiction, and I love that book. So hopefully I'll enjoy this one as well. And it is a Reese's Book Club book, and I love Reese Witherspoon, and she's also in the show, which I've also watched and loved. I've heard the book and the TV show are a little bit different, but I still just want to go into this thinking it's kind of like its own separate thing. But I feel like anything that Reese Witherspoon takes on, that she's in, that she loves, has to be amazing because she's Reese Witherspoon. She's Reese Witherspoon. That's it. Like, there's no other reason. It's Reese Witherspoon. But I know this deals with like racism in the 90s, and we follow like a single black mom and her child, and then we follow a basic suburban white house mom who has like 4 kids and their paths crossing. I'm really excited to read this because, as I said, I watched the TV show and I really liked it, and I want to see the differences and be able to compare them. And it is quite short, so I'm definitely really excited to get to this. And the last book that he got me, I'm really excited for, like in every single book in this video, but that is A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmerer. I'm so excited for this because I read the first book and I really liked it, and so this is the second book. The first book is A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and that is a Beauty and the Beast retelling with our main character who has cerebral palsy. So I'm really excited to get to the second book because I think the third book recently just came out or is coming out, and so I really just want to continue on with the series because I know it's going to be amazing. So these next 2 books I actually got myself, but one of them hasn't come in yet, and that one's Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. I wanted to get this because I've been interested in it, and then now I'm participating in a read-along for it, and our live show date is going to be December 17th for this book. This definitely should be up before the live show, and it is a horror that has to do with like 4 horror authors who go to like this haunted or like spooky house together. So I already put it on my wish list, but because of the read-along I bought it myself. And the next book that I got was The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, and so this book I'm really excited for just because I've read Elizabeth Acevedo's 2 other books, and this is her first one. It has so many awards, obviously, because it is just that good, because Elizabeth Acevedo is amazing. I consider her one of my favorite authors, so I definitely need to read her last book so I can say I've read all of her work, which is not a thing that I can say for a lot of authors. I can't say that I've read all of their work because people be having a lot, okay? A lot. And especially a lot of my favorite authors have a ton of books out. And so I'm just really excited to get to this because I know Elizabeth Acevedo is amazing and I just want to read more of her work. And these last 2 books were gotten for me off my wish list by my sister Ashley for my birthday, and so I'm really excited. And these were, I was able to open them on my birthday, so that was really nice to have something to physically open. And the first one that I have is Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. This is a historical romance, I believe, that deals with like slavery and racism because Beverly Jenkins is a black author. She's one of the only black historical authors that I really know of, but I put this on my wish list because of Nicole, because she says it's really, really good. I know nothing else about it, but I'm really excited to get to it and to try more historical romances because I've only read one, I think, so I definitely need to read more. And this book, I'm so excited for. Like, I was literally gonna get this for myself if nobody else got it for me, because this is probably the book I'm most excited for out of this whole haul, or the one that I'm at least going to read the soonest, most likely, besides Kill Creek, but that's for like the read along. But this is A Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. Look at it. It's beautiful. I loved the Stalking Jack the Ripper series by Carrie Maniscalco. I haven't read the whole thing, but I read the first two and adored them. And this one has such an interesting premise. It was one of my most anticipated books of the year. All I really know about this is that it's a romance between a witch and the Prince of Hell. And Mel from Mel Reads read this and loved it, so I'm just so excited to get to this. It's so anticipated. Mel loved it. Like, there's nothing that can go wrong. It's written by Carrie Maniscalco. I'm just so happy. So thank you, for real. Thank you to my sister, like, from the bottom of my heart, for getting this. So thank you, like, thank you to my sister. Like, I will get on my knees. Thank you for getting me this book, because I'm so happy to have this and just read it and devour it and savor every single second of reading this, because I'm just so excited. So this video was hella long, but these are all the books that I got for my birthday. So thank you to everybody again who sent me a book. I really appreciate all of you, and I had an amazing birthday, mostly due to people wishing me happy birthday and sending me books. Like, it really just meant a lot to me. And then I also just had a good time on my birthday doing an escape room. So yeah, that's all I got. If you guys have read any of these books, love them. If you guys want to see me read any of these books, to do that, like try an author, let me know down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!